What's up, guys? Bruce here with Bullish Currency, back at you with another crypto update. And today we're going to talk about this little gem that I found that, we're taking advantage of over here at the Bullish Currency community. Definitely always bullish over here. And this is just another one that we're feeling bullish about. And I'm going to go ahead and, of course, do some chart analysis. I'm going to take a look at some numbers. I'm going to tell you what I see. And once again, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment and education purposes. You may do whatever you want with this information. I'm simply sharing what I'm doing, what the bullish currency community is doing, what we're looking at, and why. That's really it. Just some updates, some information for educational entertainment purposes. But also, guys, before we get into the chart analysis, before we get into all the numbers and everything, and just before I share whatever I'm going to share, don't forget to share yourself, like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and hit that notification bell so that you can get any update that we ever put out there right away. And of course, time matters when it comes to these crazy crypto spaces. All right, so let's get right into it. Okay, here we go. So we're looking at the blockchain monster, guys. Now, look, I'm going to be honest. I'm not heavily involved in the actual, like actually playing the game, and I used to be a crazy gamer when I was younger, and I don't know. I just have a hard time getting back into it. I could play games for a little bit, but now I get bored pretty quick, And before I was able to play games for hours straight, up into my teens, and for some reason, I don't know, just can't do it anymore. But okay, so I'm just gonna read you a little summary of what blockchain monster is. It's definitely in the gaming space. So basically, it's the first multi-chain NFT hunt game. You find and hunt scarce NFTs one block at a time. This game is competitive. It's thriller where you battle other monsters like Pokemon directly on the blockchain and earn attractive rewards. They're partnered with Polygon, Polkastar, Reverse Capital, Safe Launch, Chain Boost, and many other massive brands. Okay, now anything in the gaming space right now, to be honest, is a go-to, especially if it's a legit product. You just got to make sure you do due diligence, right? And yeah, I mean, it looks good to me. I like the way it sounds. I mean, anything combined with Pokemon, right? I mean, look how big, Pokemon was when it was out, right? I mean, it was massive, and then it remade a resurgence with the Pokemon Go thing. Thank God I didn't get into that because I probably would have been obsessed as well. Would have brought the kid back out of me. so guys, we were looking at this, basically around early November, late October, we already were looking at this. And we saw massive opportunity. We saw massive opportunity when I started to look at the chart mainly, but of course I saw opportunity with everything else when I looked at the numbers. I liked the way the numbers, looked. We're going to get into that as well, a little bit of it. So we're going to start with the chart. We're going to start with the chart today. So there we go. We got a beautiful chart up. It's a 12-hour chart. Now, there we go. Look at this, guys. I just want you to take a look at it. If you've been following the videos, you're going to get a good idea of how I analyze and how I look at charts. I definitely like to look at the Fibonacci retracement. I definitely like to look at basics like support resistance. I definitely like to look for patterns that are bullish or bearish all the time, right? Because it's very, very important. Okay, so here we go. So right now, with this project, we had a very serious bull run when we launched, of course. And then eventually we made our typical retracement of about 30 to 50%, and we consolidated, as you see, so common in these crypto spaces, the same thing over and over again, right? We consolidated for a little while, somewhat formed a little bull flag, and then we broke out of it impulsively. Now, once I started to see candles break out of this level here, I'm kind of already aware that we're probably going to go to this next level. And once I saw it break out of there, then I started to think, okay, we're definitely going to go back to previous all-time highs, which is some solid gains as is from there. But it actually exceeded my expectation. Now, like I told you guys before, it usually does come to previous all-time high and breaks it. Even this all-time high broke this one. So this one smashed it, right? Made a nice all-time high. And then, of course, overall from the launch to the new all-time high, it came down and retraced to 618, which coincidentally is also an area of a retest, right? Break and retest area, okay? Because, when I decided to really get involved in the project was in this area right here, right? And I made some solid gains, all right? We made some solid gains over here at the Bullish Currency community. And then we formed this M here, which I should have a line on just so you can see it. This is very important, actually. Why? So we have an M here, and it actually broke out with this candle right here, and even this one, you know, even cleaner. And they made a retracement. So for my traders, if I'm not sure if it's listed in crypto trading platforms, but that would have been a nice short. But either way, it came back down to the same exact area again, guys, right? That it touched here after it broke, right? Quick break, retest, shoot to the moon, came back down, retested again, shooting to the moon again. But now we're having a hard time breaking through this level right here, which is the level of the M. So this is going to tell me everything. Are we going to break here? Because we need to break, right? We need a candle to break through, right? Because if not, this is simply most likely a retest for another potential short. Now, it's not terrible because it can easily just short to right back down here one more time before coming back up to make a new all-time high, because I do believe in this project mid and long-term potentially. So I think for sure this can drop down here, make a W pattern by rising back up to this resistance level, smashing through and continuing to make a new all-time high. But I also think if it smashes through now, breaks on these candles, on these next candles, then we should be returning to the next levels. It's just the way it is. You know, there's no other way around it. It's just the way the market works. So if we break through here, we should be coming back up here somewhere, and so on and so forth. But if we respect it, then I would not be surprised if we get a pretty big retracement, to be honest. So you can do whatever you want with that information. All right, guys, keep an eye on this chart. You have the markup. You can take a picture of this if you want and just use it for whatever educational purpose you want to use it for. Okay, but keep that in mind. We need a break here to really believe in bullish momentum. Of course, we can combine some news that maybe we can find about the project and stuff like that, and other numbers and data. But just pure candlestick chart basics. Yeah, we need this to break through. We don't want to see it respect. Now, if it respects it, closes on it, below it, whatever, that's not the end of the world. Doesn't mean it's not, because it could easily break on the next candle. So me personally, I would only start to question it. Let's see, let's go down to the 4 hour. So here we go. There we go. I like this because we need to break here in the 4 hour as well. I like it. So we need to see the 4 hour break, because if it respects it again, I would not like to see an M form on the 4 hour, just like this big M you see over here. We see two M's within a big M. We got a big M, yet we got an M right here and an M right here. Both of them broke and shorted, right? That's just basic stuff, guys. It's just the way the market is, So right here, we have another potential M forming. If it respects and drops back down here, we definitely have an M forming. And that's not good, obviously, for traders who are trading. If you're trading, I don't know if you're even able to trade this. And also, as far as people who are, invested into this, or people who haven't invested into this. Like if I have not invested into this, I would be thinking of getting in at the break, or if it respects, I would wait to see. Maybe, let's see, if it breaks, if it respects and doesn't break, I would go down to the 1 hour. And if I start to see some strong bearish engulfing candles, then I would get a little iffy and maybe be looking to that it's going to drop right down to at least here. And then if it ultimately breaks that 4 hour and forms a 4 hour M and breaks it, I would be looking to that would be a great area down here for me to get involved in the project if I did not. Or the break of this area in general here is also a good area if it breaks. So we got to pay attention to that, see what happens. Let's go take a look at some other stuff here. So yeah, this is just, this is in the gaming space. So solid 10% growth basically in the last 24 hours, despite the bearish movement we see going on right now, slight bearish movement. Let's go ahead and take a look at the holders. I always like to take a look at that, see what's going on here. Wow. Okay. So look at that. The holders are steady increasing, but in the last 2 days, it made a significant jump. So what that tells me is that there's a lot of investors, educated investors, that knew that this area here would be a great buying area. Okay. Great time to add to the bag. All right. So we'll see. We got to wait to see how this 12-hour or 4-hour candle closes to really judge it. And then we got to confirm more bearish or bullish movement patterns or candlestick patterns after that to see what else is going to happen. Because yeah, we're at an area right now where I definitely want to see what happens to know what move to make. Okay, guys, that's pretty much it. As far as, you know, news about the creators and the team behind it and stuff like that, I'll be dropping some more of that in the next videos. Because honestly, with some of these projects, I go more based on certain criteria, more than others. But I do always eventually look into the team a little bit more. But because I know that is very important. But I think you can do really well when you just look at certain other criteria and just know your shit. If you're good at what you do, and so far we've been really good at what we do here at Bullish Currency Community. So, but I definitely always look into the team. So I'm definitely gonna bring some news next time when I do a blockchain monster update on some development on the actual game. Maybe I'll give it a shot too and see how it actually plays out. But that's it for this video, guys. Until the next video, stay blessed and stay bullish.